So, hey family, AWM here. We are glad to be with you. Isn't that right, Marlene?
Yes, on this glorious, beautiful day, beautiful surroundings.
And this glorious day, we are in Nairobi, Kenya. Yes. And it's become a trip just to kind of be touristy, but also we had one other thought in mind, and that was, let's investigate some properties here. And so we have taken to doing that. And so we have a special guest here today with us. And our special guest is, if you will introduce yourself, Kate, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Kate McKenna. I'm a real estate consultant. We try to use consultant, not agent, because apparently it's less.
I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a real estate consultant in Nairobi. I have 4 years working experience, having mostly concentrated in the Zanzibar market. I know you're very familiar with that.
Yes, we live in Zanzibar. Yeah.
But now shifting focus to my home country, Kenya.
Okay.
Because it's also seeing such a big boost in the real estate market. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, we're glad. Thank you for being with us here. Also, thank you because you are working with us, and we have found working with you to be so refreshing. It's exciting to be able to look into other opportunities and think about properties and so forth. So we're grateful for that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I do have a question. I know you said you've been doing it about 4 years.
Yeah.
What kind of got you into this field?
Oh my God. Ever since I can remember myself, like lounging on the couch and watching something just to pass time, it was always something to do with properties.
Oh, okay.
I would look at property. I remember looking at this program back in the day. I was living in a very far away town, not Nairobi anymore. So I was watching this property show, and they were showcasing Zanzibar. And at the time, I remember thinking, how is it that there's such a high demand for housing in Africa? Because when they would showcase other areas, there would always be so much to show. But then when they came to showcase anything in Africa, it was just a few properties that are not quite up to,
Right.
Yeah.
And I was so interested in houses ever since that time. And when the opportunity opened up to join a company that is based in Zanzibar, I ended up jumping on that, and I used to sell Zanzibar while still living in Kenya.
Okay.
Just to show you how porous it is when you invest in East Africa, how you have access to other East African countries within easy reach. So yeah, basically that's how I found myself in real estate.
I like that. I didn't realize that opens up my understanding when you mention how porous it is. Because I know we as Americans, we tend to call Africa like it's a country. But in this sense, it's positive because of just the possibilities that exist in East Africa alone. They've got to be on the rise, right?
Yeah. The East African community has actually helped us expand a little more in the sense of being able to access the neighboring countries, invest in the neighboring countries, commute between the neighboring countries without any kind of hassle. So yeah, the concept of Africa can be positive. It can be positive, and as much as we are trying to kind of like enforce the borders, I think the future is moving more towards people being able to be global citizens and invest in any country that you feel called to without having all these restrictions placed.
Okay, so that really warms my heart too. Because I have this thought in my mind, it's like wherever the sole of my feet would tread, I need to expand my horizons and think that it's possible for me to be able to have something there. And whereas before, I definitely didn't have that kind of perspective about being a global citizen and that I can travel and do those things.
And most people don't know that you can also own in all these African countries. And it's a long-term leasehold, It's not like you're limited in how you're going to own because you're a foreigner. And it's a very easy process also. So most of these governments are also recognizing that there will be need for housing, and sometimes the locals don't quite match up to that demand for housing.
Right.
Okay.
So they're becoming more open to encouraging foreigners to invest in the countries because they have the financial capacity
Right.
most times. Even the Kenyans living in diaspora, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
being encouraged to come and bring the money back into the country and build the real estate market because the population is growing. If there is any place on earth that can actually bank on their young population, it's
Yes.
Africa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that is where the money is. That is where the future is. When you have a lot of youths coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a lot of manpower, and you can't quite compete with manpower sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So the
Okay.
future is Africa, and it's easy to invest in Africa now.
So you've already nailed one of the most obvious questions. Even our CPA asked me, even though he has been, I grew up with him, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Phil asked me, do you own? And I was like, yes, you can own property
Yeah.
as a foreigner. Yeah.
Because a lot of people think you can't, I guess because we're coming from where we're coming from.
Yeah.
And like you say, people think of Africa, it's a continent, so you got all the different countries, even though a lot of people don't know that either, but
Yeah.
do your history. But it's like, knowing, like you say, it's opening up more and more. And that's what we've been saying.
Yeah.
We want to go to other places. We love here. We want to see what's available to us here. But
Yeah.
it's like, yes, you can own in other places. And like you're saying, it's becoming more easier to be able
Yeah.
to do that. And I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that.
How long can I own property for example?
So for a foreigner, you can own up to 99 years.
99 years. Okay.
Yeah, 99
Mhm.
years. So for a local, of course, you can own on a freehold title. So in
Okay.
Kenya, we have the freehold and the leasehold. So essentially, if you're a foreigner looking to buy, it's usually a 99-year leasehold.
Okay.
Even if you were to get property that is listed under a freehold, then it would have to be converted into the 99
Mhm.
years. But the 99 years are usually renewable, so you just have
Mhm.
to look
Oh,
at the
okay.
terms and,
Okay. And what is freehold again?
freehold is forever.
Okay. Thank you.
So you can own your kids, your grandparents, your grandchildren, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, it can go through generations.
Okay.
So you can own directly also. That's something very important. You do not need a local for you to actually get the 99-year leasehold.
Yeah, that was one of the questions.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And if you do require to say use a local because of the administrative and kind of like you just maybe partnering with a friend or something, it's good to ensure that you have like an ironclad paperwork,
Right,
just
right,
protect
right.
yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
But it's not essential. You don't need a local for you to own
Own property.
property. You can own as an individual, as a company. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
not limited.
Okay.
When you talked about having, if you do need to go with the local or you want to, let's say it like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you have an ironclad document, contract, whatever.
Yeah.
I've noticed, because you helped us with this, you have contacts in a network, a professional network
Yeah.
that includes lawyers and what have you to help people, right?
Yeah.
To be able to do those things.
Exactly. And I normally say if you are looking to buy, the first person you should be very serious with is your agent. Your agent needs to be almost like your lawyer, protecting your interests.
Okay.
And then now have the legal perspective of it, kind of like armoring yourself with it, because you need to check the search documents. You need to search
Yes,
for the
uh-huh.
legitimacy of that
Yeah.
piece of land. You need to check if there has been any disputes within that area. You need
Yeah.
to check on the actual land. Is it near, say, like a river? Like some
Yeah.
properties are not allowed to be
Oh, okay.
that close to the river,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
So you need
Wow.
to check on riparian land that could come back and still be reclaimed by
Oh,
What was that land called?
riparian.
Oh, that's what it is, because I was going to ask you about that. Okay. All right.
So you need to have a competent lawyer.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and they would do all this for you, and it's very standard even for us. Say like locals, when we're buying properties, just standard measure. Have someone that is very qualified in the legal aspect of it to just do the due diligence for you, because if you're going to do it by yourself, you're going to be tired. You can't go from this county office to this to just ensure that the way the land was handed down for generations, you can't do all that by
Right.
yourself. Sometimes it's good to just spend a little bit of money and get professional
Right.
assistance, because they give you a very detailed breakdown of this piece of land, and they also give you the green light, like this is a good property to buy.
Okay.
Of course, there's that aspect, and then there's also the aspect of looking at the developer that you're buying from.
Okay.
You
Very important.
very important.
Yes.
You have to be very keen and see if they have a proven track record.
Right.
Have they done other projects prior to this project that you're buying into? What is the quality of the project that they actually handled?
Yes.
Were there any complaints from the people who bought from that previous project? Just what is their funding? You know, like their finance look like?
Yeah.
So if you can do that background check for the developer, and this can actually be assisted by, say, your agent. Those agents have information on different developers and what they've been doing in the system and all that. Once you get something that's verifiable, then you kind of build trust on that developer. But there are many developers in Nairobi. That's something else that you will not be short of.
Well, I guess there's a lot in East Africa because it's really growing. There's a lot in Zanzibar, Rwanda.
It's really
Uganda.
booming, and we are saying like in the next 5 years it's gonna be, I don't know, at the peak.
So now is the time to
Now
get
is the
in.
time. Now is the time, because if we went around with you guys, you saw most of the developments were either about to be completed or
just
Yes.
halfway.
Okay. So now is the time. Wow. All right. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I have felt like, all right. So, to use an analogy, if a person could have been alive when in New York, Manhattan, downtown Manhattan, in the, I don't know, late 1700s, if they could have bought land then or property, look at what it would be now. And I'm thinking social media is like that now, but also real property on the continent of Africa is like that now. Am I seeing that right?
Exactly, because it's such an infant market. I usually call it an infant market.
Okay.
So when you're buying into it right now, you're buying into something that's just starting to, like the spark. People are just seeing the spark of it. They're seeing the potential of it. So in the next few years, when you talk of Manhattan, I like to compare it to, Zanzibar, how it has like this, what is it called? It looks like Manhattan, the Fumba area.
Where it sticks out peninsula?
Yeah, the peninsula, exactly. So it has that peninsula, and by the time I was starting in real estate, when we were going there, it was very bare.
Yeah.
It's just,
just
like a forest.
Was that like maybe 2015 or somewhere?
Yeah,
it's
just
a while
bare
ago.
land. Now you're seeing they're coming up with these different developments. There's Cresta, there is Sebastian's project in Fumba Town. There is another project by
Max.
So many projects are coming up in that peninsula. Some are even going to go up to 28 floors, like the Burj, for instance.
Yes.
And in the next few years, they're going to realize we don't have enough land, and now they're going to start going
vertical.
So in like 100 years, Manhattan,
Probably not that long though. It's not going to take that long.
Less than 50 years.
Because everything's moving exponentially
Every
fast
time
now.
we're hearing of places that are coming up, or people are saying, "Oh, they're building here." And when we were going from where we lived over to Bacaresa, a back way we went, all these buildings where I didn't know anything about. When I showed him, he was like, "Oh my goodness!" So things are going on that if you don't see it, you just don't know.
So it's gonna look like that. And I had another client who visited from Dubai, and he was looking at Nairobi now and saying, "Why do I feel like Nairobi is the Dubai of Africa now? Because it's starting out, yes, but there is potential of it actually booming in terms of real estate as much as markets like Dubai have boomed in terms of real estate." So the people who are getting in now are getting in with such incredible prices for one. And you have the option of choosing from different locations. You're not quite limited in terms, because it's just new, and now developers are kind of like competing with each other, which is good. It's good for investors. So they are coming up with very accommodative payment plans, and the down payments are not crazy. You can get down payments from 10%
Wow.
That's how much developers want you.
Wow.
They want
Yeah,
you in
because
there.
usually it's like 20%.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
once you're in, you're
Yeah.
kind of, so they
Yeah.
they just like, give us 10%. It's like a scrabble for
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the investors that are coming in.
Yeah.
So you can get in with as little as 10% all the way up to say 30% for the developers who are asking like for the highest amount.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of purchasing, and now you're paying off plan, you're not quite, strained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, could you explain that off-plan thing? Because
Uh-huh.
that was, that kind of blew my mind. And it's a
Uh-huh.
shift. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
a 30-year mortgage to like, nah, this thing is going to be paid for. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Y'all, stuff is paid
I like
for
that.
here.
Exactly,
I like that.
exactly.
But yeah, describe that off-plan thing.
So the off-plan concept is where you're buying into a property that has just broken ground, for instance. So say the developer gives you 3 years construction timeline. So you're only expected to make like the down payment of 10 or 20%, and then the rest of the money is spread out as per the construction milestones. So as construction is progressing, then you make payment, and you can also choose if you want to make payments on a monthly basis as the construction is ongoing, or quarterly, or every 6 months. So developers are also open to that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, basically that's off-plan. So by the time your unit is being handed
Yes.
over, you have completed payment. You're living rent-free, mortgage-free.
Yes, yes.
That is nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell her.
So that is really nice because
Yeah.
I think about, like I say, what we're used to, where we've come from.
Yeah.
People say I bought a house, but you're still paying
You're still
on it.
paying for it
10
for
years,
30
20 years, 30,
And-
you're still, or they redo it, so yeah, but this is nice that
Refinance,
even though you're doing it over time,
Yeah.
but then after it's really yours.
It's really yours, exactly.
I like that.
And you're
Yeah.
not just getting it at the value that you bought it at, you're getting it at an appreciated value.
Right.
That's something else.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. If you buy off-plan, there's that advantage. So say you bought for a one bedroom for 50,000 USD,
Yeah.
and that's the kind of numbers we're talking about,
Yeah.
like 50,000 USD for a one bedroom apartment.
Oh, okay. You're not making these up. That's right. These are real numbers. Okay, go ahead.
These are real numbers. Say so you buy the one bedroom for 50,000.
Yeah.
Give it 3 years of construction. By the time it's handing over
Over.
period,
Yeah.
it's around 70,000.
Wow.
So you have gained 20,000,
Yes.
and you don't have to make any other payment
Right.
towards that.
And you weren't paying interest and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and it's 0%
Yes,
interest. So there's
0%.
no
That's-
interest.
yeah. Wow.
It's a nice system, I feel like. It's a very accommodative system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the demand is there, and developers know that people are investing in high numbers, and they all want the people to come to their development. So it's helping the system to some degree. Yeah, it's helping the system. But in Africa, most people are not used to the concept of debt.
Yeah, that
You know,
we're
like
seeing.
long-term debt.
Which is a good thing, though,
It
because
is.
we live on that. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah.
We're not used to the concept of debt, and there's a lot of fear around mortgages. Imagining getting a loan to do something. There's always a lot of stigma around it, like, why would I have to pay for a house for 30 years? And if I can just buy land and construct it slowly, because we have all these other options. So most people would veer off the mortgage direction, but there are also some banks and circles that actually offer very nice financing terms. So you're not just limited to the off-plan system, but there is also that other side that you can explore. But most Africans, we run away from debt because we're kind of used to buying things in cash.
Right.
That is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
very
what we
good
like.
Yeah.
Because we started doing that a long time ago, trying to do. It's like you know these things to do. You're told these here and there,
Yeah.
but not everybody does it. But then once you do it, it just becomes it's regular. And so then when we came here,
Yeah.
we're like, okay, that's how they do everything. So
And I guess once you're into debt, it's very difficult to get yourself out of it. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a
It
you
snowballs.
carry-
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It snowballs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we prefer to do it. I think that's why also these systems are there, the off-plan payment plans and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So, in terms of African Americans coming over, can you just give us your observations, your thoughts about that, and how that's looking?
So for myself, for instance, now this is from a personal experience, most of my clients when I was selling Zanzibar were African Americans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so naturally when I've shifted to this new market, I would say around 60 to 70% of my showings are usually foreigners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
60%?
Yeah, like there was a time I had a whole bus of midwives from America.
Oh, wow.
People come here for tourists.
Okay.
So they're
Yes,
like,
yes.
wait a minute, this place looks like a place I would want to, enjoy more, kind of come back and have something. And then now they shift their focus to maybe investment.
Okay.
So you could have come to visit Kenya, go to the parks and everything, and then you realize there's the potential of real estate, and you kind of like yeah. So the purpose was not like a investment trip, but now they kind of came up with the idea, let's do an investment trip midway.
Wow.
So there's a lot of foreigners, a lot of diaspora clients also. And I've noticed most foreigners who come to Kenya feel like home. Like it feels like I have experienced and what I have seen. They say it feels more like home than maybe some other parts of Africa where maybe it's a bit more chaotic. Because Kenya is a bit Western, like
Yes.
Yes.
We got that feel.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just feels comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, here's what she's saying, folks. They got KFC, they got Cinnabon,
Pizza Hut,
Subway.
Subway.
Yeah, Subway, Burger King.
Exactly.
So, okay, now everybody's caught up.
Yeah, that could have been interpreted. But yeah, exactly. So you kind of feel as if you're still having a part of you at home, but still being able to experience this new piece of land. You don't feel as if you've been isolated from it all. It's like taking someone from something they're so used to and putting them in a totally different environment. It's going to be hard for them to adjust, but then this one is different. You still see snippets of home. And I think that's where a lot of African Americans are loving Kenya. I feel like because it's felt like almost like a movement. When someone wants to transition into another different stage of their lives, they feel like they have to take a trip to Kenya, maybe do Mount Kenya. It's a whole it's a whole movement around it. So in the process they fall in love with Kenya and want to invest in Kenya. So we do have a lot of African Americans and diaspora Kenyans coming back and investing in Kenya.
Two things. One, I'm going to say them so I don't forget. One of them I want to get back to, like, investing, people who are doing Airbnbs and stuff like that. Not that they're living in their place. I want to get to that in a minute. But before that, the fact that you talked about an easier transition, a soft landing, cultural change, because what I found is that people, they want to ask us real fast about how to get we tell them you got to get your passport, how to get visa. So we're talking to people exit America, right? Or Canada or UK, Caribbean, South America. So the deal is, but they're thinking these logistical things. But to me, what you said is more important. People don't understand the importance of the cultural change. We were watching some show the other day, I forgot what it was, and the guy, actually it was a YouTube thing, and the guy was saying like he used the goldfish example, or tropical fish. I had both when I was growing up. You just can't put all fish together because some will eat the others. And I'm not trying to use that analogy with people, but what I mean is that you have to get yourself ready for what you're about to transition into.
Exactly.
And Kenya is a nice segue in that way.
It's a soft landing, as you said. You're not going to be experiencing a lot of culture shock, especially if you're just within the city. It's very difficult to feel like there's something that is just totally new. Like, there will be new things. That's the whole essence of travel. But you will still feel that the warmth of maybe what you're kind of used to, it's still there. It's and we need that. We really need that, especially when you're transitioning.
And I like the fact that, like you say, it's a soft land, but you come in and you slowly kind of come into it, and it's not that you don't. At least I do. I do want to know the language. I do want to know the culture. I do want to, eat the food. It's like, even though we talked about the other American eateries and stuff,
Yeah.
but I still want to know the culture because I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not like, well, I've left where I am and I'm coming here and I just want all what I had. No.
Exactly.
But it's like, it's still, you feel that you can kind of slowly walk into it. And as you're doing that, then, okay, I'm going to start bringing in the different foods and the different cultures, things like that. It's just easier. And I like the fact that you speak English, a lot more English is spoken here. And so, like I say, still want to know the language, but I still feel a little more comfortable that I can settle in and then, like I say, start bringing it in as I do it. So,
and Kenya does have a rich culture. It doesn't mean that we don't have a rich culture. We have a rich culture, but we are also very welcoming. And
that is so true.
For foreigners, most of the time, if you realize you're speaking to a foreigner, you'll find that automatically you speak in English. Like you don't have to make them suffer through the sign language and everything. Yeah, like you'll find a Kenyan even struggling with a little English, but then just to help you out or something. So we're very welcoming to foreigners, and with time you can immerse yourself into the rich culture, experience different towns, different because it's not all just in Nairobi, but Nairobi is
So now the other point I wanted to ask you about was that business of investors, people who like want to have an Airbnb, things like that. So talk a little bit about that and people doing that sort of thing versus just living here.
Just living. So the Airbnb business is also doing very well because of that whole kind of like migration that we're talking about. I do migration in quotes, but it's a trend. So there is good business in Airbnb. You just have to be aware of which areas you're going to do this business in. So there's some areas that might not do well, and then there's some upscale areas that do better with, you know.
All right.
So if you're gonna buy a property in the far off, like outside the city, chances are you're gonna do more long-term rentals than short-term rentals. So that's something to factor in. What was the other question? I'm sorry, I lost.
No, it's just your observations about the Airbnb industry and if people want to do that.
And it's picking up. If you go to places like Kilimani, I think everybody is doing Airbnb there. Kileleshwa is also full of Airbnbs. Westlands also big on Airbnbs. So it's a matter of which location are you going to invest in, because someone can tell you, oh, you can do Airbnb here, but it's probably an area that would be suited for long-term rentals because that's where most locals prefer to live. Because of the pricing, maybe. The price scales and all that. What was the other thing? There's also this new aspect where you buy into a hotel, it's also coming up So instead of running the Airbnbs and having all that mentor, like of managing Airbnb, you buy into an established hotel that is building apartments, and your apartment is part of the hotel. So they do the managing for you, the cleaning, the everything.
So the property management is done by the hotel itself, and you're calling it a hotel. Not something else.
It's a hotel. It's
Ooh.
I don't know if it's a local term, but
say some more about that.
So
we heard nothing about this.
I'm trying to find the terms for it, but essentially is, say you're buying into a building that is being managed by, which hotel should we use as an example? Like Ibis or something, or City Blue. And they're managing the whole building. You own a part of that. You own a house there. But then you're paid as per your square meters. Like they do like sharing. They pull it and then they share per square meters.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Like, So there are some developers who are doing that to ease the Airbnb hassle, so that in case you're not here and you just want to do this for investment and maybe use your unit, say like 2 weeks in a year or something, it makes more sense to invest in that. You take advantage of the booming market and without the hassle of having to manage your property, but then you'd still be parting with a huge chunk of the profits that would be going to the...
Ooh, okay. You know what, this sounds like timeshare to me.
Sounds almost like timeshare, but now it's different. Because timeshare is you're pulling together as a group and each person gets their specific...
Oh, I see what you mean. Schedule.
Whereas you own that apartment.
Exactly.
And
It's only that if you have to go, you have to give them a heads up because it's already listed in their website as being available.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hey, give me a range, just a safe conservative range. What's it take to get ballpark figure to get into that kind of industry?
Let's give it from 80,000 USD.
Okay,
For a
80,000
nice
USD.
1 bedroom. If you do a studio, it would be from 60, let's say 60.
Okay.
Just to be on the safe side, because that's I'm trying to look at different. Yeah.
Kind of where it is too, right?
Yeah, depends on where it is also. So say 60 to get into such an arrangement, and 60 is a fair amount. Yeah.
Wow.
And you wouldn't have to worry about managing that property.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah, they do that. You wouldn't have to worry about marketing it. You wouldn't have to worry about if your client has some issue with the lighting, they don't have to call you. They don't have to call you this, that. But then also something else you should know, even if you do decide to go independently into the Airbnb business, there is a huge number of agencies and even companies looking to manage that for you.
Gotcha.
So the demand.
So the support structure, the infrastructure is here.
It's there
for that. Okay.
I was going to ask that because a lot of people say, I need somebody to manage my place. You need a property. So that's good to know.
The best thing is you can even choose between many. If this one is not giving you the best results, you can easily switch because you're not limited. There's so many people doing this, managing this for you. And also with smart locks, and say you have someone to just do the cleaning, you can still manage, Say like if you have something with a DSQ, you can put a cleaning lady there and they would do the handling of.
I see what you mean.
Oh, wait a minute. DSQ, I think I got this one. Designated servants' quarters.
Yeah. It's very common to have help in Kenya.
Yeah.
I know this is like something that
it is.
For the region.
Go there. Go ahead. Say what you got there.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go there. So in Kenya, it's easy to get help because you can get a nanny for. I don't know if I'm supposed to say the numbers, but
just give a range.
For as little as $100. Trying to do the conversion.
You're converting from the
from $100 per month, you can get like a live-in nanny.
Okay. A live-in nanny.
A live-in nanny. You can get a driver for the same amount, but of course this is on the lower scale. You can give them more.
Starting out.
But it's it's easy to get help. So sometimes when you're buying property in Kenya, you find that it comes with a designated servants quarter, the DSQ. So it's very common to find property with the DSQ on the side. So if you're not planning to live there, this DSQ can be for your cleaning lady, and she can be coming in, doing the cleaning, taking care of the guests if they're there, and all that.
That is a paradigm shift for us because my goodness, things like that are very expensive from a Western point of view, and I guess kind of out of our thinking. But we have experienced that, and I don't know. I think of it as also contributing to the economy and helping others. I have heard folks say, no, you need to do that because you're helping others, and whereas it might have been thought of as an oppressive thing.
Exactly.
Thank
you.
You're
helping in the sense that you're providing food for this, say, living nanny, providing them space to sleep in, and treat them nicely.
Also, they're working, so there's a sense of purpose because all of us want a sense of purpose.
Exactly.
Exactly. I think I'm finding more so, at least friends of ours we've had in Rwanda, they have a person that might come in and clean their home maybe 2 days a week. But it's almost like they've become family.
Exactly.
So it's like and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in the West, but it's like it's just that's just how it is here. And it's like they become more like family. And,
they do. I consider my nanny family. We have like normal conversations like I would have with my sister. She can become even your support system sometimes, because this person is staying with your child.
Right.
They're taking care of the most precious thing that you have.
Yes.
How can you not treat them well?
Yes.
Yeah. So it just comes naturally. It's like a mutually beneficial relationship. So it's not essentially about the $100 on a monthly basis. They get other benefits in that. And the more you grow, the more you grow with them as well.
Yes.
So,
That's true.
You know, keeping them at that level consistently.
This has been a very enlightening conversation.
Yes.
This is great. This is working. Okay, so what haven't we covered that needs to be covered that you think folks would want to hear about?
About investing in Kenya?
Or in general, just go ahead, go for it.
It's the easiest process, I guess. Most people just have this idea that it's gonna be so complicated. I'm gonna need this, I'm gonna need that. But it's as easy as you having a passport and providing a passport, doing the site tour, and everything else is more administrative than anything. And it doesn't even involve you. It just involves the developer and your maybe lawyer, and your agent, and you just saying this is something I can work with, or this I need something better here. So it's very easy. What else can I say?
Are there any cons?
Yes.
Okay.
That's something else. You have to be careful. There are some people who advertise property with false say pricing and all that. So you have to work with reputable companies. You have to work with people that you know, people that you can trust. You have to always have a lawyer. Just have a lawyer before you make any kind of payments. Just have your lawyer this. Say, this is legit, this is good, we can proceed with this. Just have them look at the print, like the fine print.
Yes.
So there are some there's some developers, that have failed to deliver, but now I think the government had gone hard on them, and it's been But also that is just this few disadvantages of investing anywhere. You just have to do your due diligence. You just have to be on top of it, and you have to be smart about it. So it's the normal kind of cons that you would find in any other market.
And I like how you said having a lawyer, because we don't know. We don't sell, so we don't always know the laws, the lingo, we don't know. So like when you say to have, at least you have someone that can say, this is what this means. This is what, So,
it's so much easier. It's more ideal for your mental peace, because you can't go through all that. Sometimes you miss a few things. It helps to just have a lawyer, even if it delays the process for say a week or 2 weeks. It's better to have it delayed, but then you're sure of what you're investing in, because sometimes you could be investing into a lease that has already started. That's sometimes that happens, and you're buying into a property thinking you're buying into a 99-year lease, and you would be buying say into a 50.
Okay. Yes, I got it now.
So they have to be sure that the property that they're selling, the lease, when did it start? Does it start upon handover? Did it already start? How many years do you have left on this lease? And such like information. So it's basically just having a small team, a good agent, a good lawyer that you can kind of work with, someone that is also out for your benefit, not just for the biggest commission. So you have to just find a small team that you can trust and you can comfortably work with, and just weigh the different options on the table. But a lawyer is also key.
So I think it's time for you to tell us how do we reach you? How do folks watching this get in contact with you? We're going to be putting the information across the bottom of the screen or down in the description. Tell them, Marlene.
So you can reach me on WhatsApp. I feel like WhatsApp is the easiest. I don't know. WhatsApp is easy. In Africa, we do business with WhatsApp. That's
Wow. And that's funny though, because the folks back home, I don't know, unless they've got friends who are in other countries, they probably don't even go over to WhatsApp. But it's a direct line to you.
It is. So it's kind of common to even close deals on WhatsApp.
Wow.
But I
That's
noticed
good.
it was different when I was dealing with people from the West. They're
Yeah.
like, no, can we put it on email? You know?
Yeah, because that seems
That's
more.
the thing that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on WhatsApp, you can reach me on +254 722 851 599.
Okay,
So
say that
you-
again, please.
+254, that's the code of the country, 722 851 599. I think you're going to put that. You have
Yes,
my
we're
number.
going to put it out.
Or
Yes.
email, they can do kate@stonecrestafrica.com.
Okay.
kate@stonecrestafrica.com. So yeah.
That'll be in the description.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you said, man, I wish they'd asked me about this?
You know, it always comes later.
Yeah.
Like when I'm in the bathroom, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no,
Yeah.
they should have asked this. And
Exactly.
yeah, so right now I'm running blank. I don't have anything. I feel like we've covered it and it was just like a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna surprise you. This isn't fair, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Oh my
So what if place a 1 in the comments if you're interested in a live with Kate?
Wow.
Place a 1 in the comments, and if we get, let's see, I need a number. Maybe I don't know, 35
Okay.
ones. If we get between 25 and 35 ones in the comment, then that means we'll arrange with you either split screen or we'll come
Yeah,
on
we'll
back
figure
down
out.
here or
Yeah,
whatever
we'll
we're
figure
going to do. Or if you're ever coming through our neck of the woods, our current neck of the woods, if you're ever coming, then, but we'll do this split screen, okay?
Yeah.
And have some kind of a live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
God bless you. Mhm.
Yeah, and if we have forgotten anything, we can
Yeah, it's
answer
gonna
it
come out
there.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, great. Well, this has been a blast. We hope
Yes.
that you enjoyed it. Like I said, place a 1 in those comments if you are voting for a live with Kate here, who is the consultant in the area of real estate. All right, so hey, subscribe, like, and share this with friends, and let us know what you think. Take care.
Welcome back. We are diving into something really cool today. We're talking about relocating abroad.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, you know, they're actually picking up and moving to a whole new country and building a new life there.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty intense, right? Well, we're going to break it all down with this organization called AwakenWithMark, AWM for short.
Okay.
They are all about helping people make this dream a reality.
Cool.
So what I found really interesting about them
Yeah.
is that they're not just like some company giving advice from, you know, some office building somewhere.
Yeah.
This is a family
Oh, wow.
who actually did this themselves.
Like a whole family.
Yeah. They uprooted their lives, went to a completely new country, built a whole new life, a new business, and they actually thrived.
That's impressive.
It is. And now they want to help other people do the same thing.
That's awesome.
So they call themselves kind of like a one-stop shop for everything you need to know about relocating abroad.
Okay, so what does that actually look like? What do they offer?
Well, they've got a whole bunch of resources.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that stands out the most is healthcare abroad, which could be
Yeah, it's a big one.
a huge concern, right?
Absolutely.
Figuring out insurance,
Yes.
finding doctors, understanding medical bills in a different language.
I mean, that's huge.
They actually have like a whole guide on that. They really try to break down those barriers that people might have.
It's like those are the things that keep people from doing these things, you know? It's
Exactly.
like the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
How do I navigate healthcare? How do I,
Yeah.
you know, just even basic things.
It can be so overwhelming
Right.
to think about.
Exactly.
And they've got all these resources laid out for you.
That's awesome.
But, you know, relocating is not just about the logistics. It's a big emotional shift too, right?
Absolutely.
You're leaving behind your friends, your family, your support system,
Comfort zone.
your comfort zone, everything you know.
Right.
And starting fresh in a new place,
It can be scary.
it can be really scary.
Yeah.
So how does Awaken with Mark address that side of things?
Well, that's where I think their personal development program is really cool.
Okay.
They have a whole module
Okay.
focused on cultural integration.
So like learning about the local custom.
Yeah, Exactly. Like how to, not accidentally offend somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Like basic etiquette,
Yeah.
learning about the culture, the history of the place. And I think they even help you connect with other expats who are already living there.
Oh, that's smart.
So you can kind of build that community.
Yeah, so you don't feel so alone.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people listening, this is amazing. Like, I'd love to do this. They even have specific resources for retirees
Oh, wow.
who are looking to, maybe stretch their nest egg a little further
Yeah.
in a country with a lower cost of living.
Smart.
They really cater to a wide range of people.
That's really cool.
It is.
So if somebody is listening to this right now and they're like, okay, this sounds amazing, but I don't know where to start, what's their first step?
I would say YouTube channel at Awaken with Mark,
Okay.
where they share even more content. So really, they're trying to make this whole process less scary and more accessible.
Yeah, it seems like they've thought of everything to make it less intimidating.
And show people that this is not just a crazy dream. Like, this is something you can actually do.
It's achievable.
It is achievable if you have the right support, the right guidance.
That's really empowering.
It is empowering.
To know that, you don't have to figure it all out on your own.
Absolutely.
There are people out there who can help you.
Yeah. So I want to leave everyone with this thought. Imagine yourself for a second in a new country, experiencing a totally different culture, living a life that maybe you've always dreamed of.
Yeah.
What would that look like? What would that feel like for you?
I love that.
And maybe Awaken with Mark is the key to unlocking that dream.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.